Hello, everybody. Today is December 6th, 2018. And I wanted to talk about a couple things that have to do with trials and adversity. Okay? That's kind of my topic for today. So, first off, I want to pose a question to everybody. And the question would be, name one person that you know who has never had to go through a difficult time or a difficult trial in their life. And I'd like you, and just kind of think about that for a minute and think about the person that you're like, man, they never have any problems. And as you're thinking and you're thinking and you're thinking, I think a couple things would come to mind. First off, you don't know that person that well. Or secondly, you can't even think of anybody. And the reason being is because I don't think anybody in this life that I've met has gone through unscathed without any kind of trial or any kind of adversity in their life that they had to deal with. Okay? So then you got to kind of think to yourself, when I think about people and I think about the people that I kind of look up to, or the stronger people, those would be the people that I would say, you know what, they have adversity and they have trials, but they deal with the trials in a different way than what other people would deal with them. So basically, like I have a few people that come to mind that I can think of that I would actually call them role models or maybe mentors, because of how they deal with certain situations and the qualities that they both carry, or the few individuals carry that I can think of, is that they are calm during adversity. They think rationally. They don't overreact. They remain in composure in high stressful environments. They're successful, and they are leaders, and they're people that I respect, and they earn the respect of the people around them. And that's a hard thing to do because there's not a lot of people that have respect of the majority crowd around them. But there are some, and out of those people, the qualities that I just listed are some of the same qualities that each of these individuals maintain and they carry. It's because it's how they carry themselves and how they deal with adversity, which basically defines who they are as people. So, that being said, okay, in your life, in my life, in everybody's life that I know, or people that I know or come across, I know that there is adversity some people seem to have more adversity than others, but a lot of times if you look at their situation, they seem to bring a lot of it upon themselves. And then some of the people that have less adversity, it's maybe because they choose to live a simpler life, where they take a lot of the variables out of the equation, which I'm not saying that's okay, but maybe that's just the way that they like to deal with it. But then again, maybe it is okay. So who are we to judge on anybody in their life? All we can do is look at certain individuals and hope that we can learn something from these people, because it seems to me like there's some people in this life that seem to really have their act together and that seem to do well under pressure. Okay, it's almost like it could not even be pressure. It could be just challenges in their life or things that they have to deal with. They actually they come into their they seem to peak during those times, if that makes sense. So, okay, so now let's kind of like chime in on this as far as like in everyday like for an everyday person. Okay, so if you're an everyday person, and which is not saying that you are not below average or above average. But let's just say people in general. Okay, maybe I should rephrase that. People in general. Okay, let's just say people in general. Okay. When dealt with adversity, okay, and I'm going to use the arthritis because I think a lot of the people that watch this video look at things because of the arthritis that I have, that I've been able to master and overcome to an extent. Okay, we're not 100%, but we're almost there. We're getting close. Okay, so let's say the arthritis. Okay. So there's people in this world that when you get this, when you come down with an illness, and we're going to use arthritis as an example, it will actually destroy their mojo, I guess you could say, or destroy they take it as a death sentence as opposed to an opportunity to learn and to grow from this experience. Okay, so basically, when you get dealt a hand of cards that aren't great, okay, coming down with arthritis, and people that don't have arthritis aren't going to really understand this as well as people that do have arthritis, but I'm just using this as an example, and you can refer to it in your life as something else, like maybe you came down with maybe you have cancer, maybe you have lupus, or maybe some of these other diseases, or maybe it's just you can't find a job, or whatever it is in your life that is really causing that kind of is a challenge for you. Okay, that kind of brings you down. Okay, it doesn't, where you're not performing at peak level in your life. Okay, and there's something in your life that's bringing you down from achieving what you really know that you can achieve, or being on top. And if you've been on top and you felt really good and you're not doing it now, then you want to get it back, sometimes you need a little bit of a push. Okay, but let's get back to the arthritis thing. Okay, so as far as arthritis goes, let's say, okay, if you have you get dealt this bad card with arthritis. Okay, you have a couple different options. Okay, this goes into trials and adversity. Okay, because this is a trial, this is adverse to what you really want to happen in your life. Okay, so now you have two options, or a few options you can look at. You can either accept it, live with it, and fight it your entire life and not be okay with it. Okay, and let it kind of self-destruct you into a person that you don't really want to be. Okay, so you can go down that road. Or you can, let's say you can choose a road to where you tell yourself, you know what, it's another speed bump in the road. I've gone through other speed bumps in the road. This one just might be a little bit bigger than the other ones. And then you figure out what you're going to do in order to maintain a lifestyle that you want to live. Now, let's say that you can't cure it. Well, are you going to be the person that sits in the house all the time and goes down the road of self-pity and depression? Because that's a choice that you're making, and the only person that can make that choice is you. So you have a choice. I'm going to chalk it up as experience, and I'm going to pursue other avenues, and I'm going to seek out what I can do to make my life better, even though I have this ailment. Or you can sit there and be depressed and play the woe is me card and feel sorry for yourself and hope everybody else feels sorry for you too, which in the end is not going to bring you happiness or joy, which is the things that we all are trying to reach for in our life on a daily basis. Okay, so an example. So the people that like they lose their legs or they lose their arms or whatever, and you see them out there like in wheelchairs and they're competing and they're doing these Olympic sports and stuff. It's like if that person had a choice that they made, they could have sat home and felt sorry for themselves and played that woe is me card for the rest of their life, but they chose not to. They chose to live their life even though they are incapable of some of the things that other people are capable of. They actually went out and pursued a different avenue in their life, and it brings more joy to them doing those things rather than sitting home and feeling sorry for themselves and hoping everybody else does too. So that's a choice, and whenever you look at your life and you think, God, my life sucks pretty bad, look around at some of these other people, because there's people that have dealt with things that are 10 times harder than what you're dealing with, and they have handled situations 10 times harder than what you're handling. And quit feeling sorry for yourself and get up and do something about it for your own happiness and your own joy. Okay, even if you're not gonna, if you don't want to even make yourself happy, do it for the loved ones around you. Like, don't make them fall into this trap because you feel sorry for yourself. If you don't want to do it for yourself and you actually care about the individuals around you, do something for the individuals around you. It'll bring more joy to their life, which in turn will bring more joy to your life. So just some thoughts. I'll let you kind of take them as you will. But the whole gist of this video today is that no matter what in life, you're going to have issues, okay? You're going to have problems. So just like when, let's say you go and you get a stem cell shot and you're not seeing the results, and like I always say, this is a marathon, okay? This isn't a sprint. What you're doing is you're trying to regrow cartilage in your ankle. And it's not like I get a shot and 6 months from now I should be better. You still have to put the work in order to continue the progression. You got to do the physical therapy. You got to help regrow. You have to help strengthen the muscles around the joint. So you're giving that joint every opportunity to be stronger and to give you what you're giving it. Okay? If you don't give your joint any love, it ain't going to give no love to you. Okay? So make sure you got to stay consistent and know that things just don't happen overnight. And that's why, like, if you watch some of my previous videos, like the power of patience and some of the other ones, everything here kind of falls in line in order to help you get to the goal that you want to get to, which is basically living a healthy, happy, fun, fulfilling life. And if that's not what you want, then you're watching the wrong channel, because this is my channel is all about. It's all about being the best you and looking at, and I'm over 40 and I'm going to be the best over 40. And when I'm over 50, I want to be the best over 50 person that I am. And when I'm over 60, I want to be the best over 60 person I am. And when I'm over 70, I want to be the best over 70 person I am. And when I'm over 80, I want to be the best over 80 person that I know. And when I'm over 90 and 100, and it goes on, because guess what? If you consistently perform and become the best you, the reward in the end is you're gonna have more peace in your life, more peace in your heart, and you're gonna feel better about being a better person and helping others become a better people as well. That will bring you a joy that you can't go to the store and buy that kind of joy. You can't go and buy a new car and get that kind of joy, because guess what? If you've never experienced it, or you've never had it, then you won't understand it until it actually happens to you. So when you go out and you actually give the best of you to somebody else, and in turn they are grateful and you've actually touched that person, that right there is a kind of joy that is unexplainable, that will make you feel like the person that you were born to be here on this earth. So anyways, that being said, guys, I hope everybody has a terrific day. Happy Thursday to all of you, and I hope everybody's well, and I hope my videos encourage other people and help other people to want to be the best that they can be. Thanks, guys.